Folarin 2 is out and Wale has officially thrown his name into the album of the year conversation. But here's the thing, I've looked at this from many different angles and this album is very intentional. It's extra special as Wale proves that he is versatile. He makes hit records, he makes the best songs for the ladies, and he raps better than most of y'all favorite rappers. There's always this ongoing conversation about Wale needing more love or him not receiving his flowers. But this album changes all of that, and I'm gonna show you how once we take a look at some of the messaging, the lyrics, the themes, and song selections today on Culture Breakdown.
Salute to my guy Jamal Nolan at Jam44L.
Pay attention to Jamal Nolan, up and coming star.
It's a Culture Breakdown.
What's up guys, I'm Jamal Nolan, back with another episode of Culture Breakdown. If you're new to this channel, please be sure to hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and bell notification as I bring you the why behind the success of the most influential black people in our culture every single Tuesday. Before we get started with this video, I want to give a special shout out to Flemlo Raps for sharing my last video on him. Also, I want to thank you guys for blowing up that video and getting me to 2,000 subscribers. It is so appreciated. Like, you guys do not understand the hard work and the grind and the struggle that go into making this content for you guys. So I appreciate it with the likes, the comments, the subscriptions. Like, I love it. Thank you guys so much. And before we hop into the video, I am excited to announce that today's video is sponsored yet again by Conrad Apparel. This black-owned apparel company that makes this dope gear for men, women, and children. Use the promo code CULTURE to get 20% off your order right now. Link is in the description. Now let's get into the video. So Wale just released this album, and right off the bat, if we start with the album cover and the title of the album, it automatically lets us know what kind of mindset and mood that he's in. First, let's start off with the name Folarin 2. Folarin was the mixtape that Wale put out back in 2012, which was already super popular with a lot of fans, and we were looking for a sequel. But something that I found out interesting about the name Folarin, which he's been calling himself that forever, and I never understood quite what it meant. The name Folarin is from Nigeria and it means walk with wealth. That clearly tells us what kind of mindset that Wale Folarin is in going into this album. And the album cover itself. This album cover says so much, like a picture says 1,000 words. That's exactly what this album cover is doing. Wale is saying right off the bat that he doesn't need flowers from anybody but himself. This album cover says one thing: either you give me the flowers or I'm gonna give them to myself. Either way, I'm gonna have my flowers. I think that is fire, and it says so much, and we haven't even started listening to songs yet. That's just from the album cover and the title. And he backs this up with plenty different lyrics throughout the album. Lyrics like these.
I was in the bleachers, talking about sneakers. That's your favorite rapper, who his favorite teacher, who he trying to be, why I gotta be us. Look out there, y'all can see my influence. Say I need my flowers, well cookies come to me now.
Wale is clearly telling you how he feels about these flowers. And just like I said, man, he's gonna take his respect. You don't have to give him anything. He is absolutely deserving of it.
I love me, baby, you should love you more. I love me, baby, you should love you more.
And yeah, he's talking to a woman here, but I think these lyrics also apply to the rap game as a double entendre. I think this whole flower debate needs to be squashed because Wale said it here. Wale is giving himself flowers. Us as the fans are giving Wale his flowers, and that's all that matters. If we wanted him to be elevated to another level and another level, we as the fans of Wale need to take responsibility and do our part to uplift and listen to his music more if we really love him the way we say we do and we think he deserves more respect. The power is in our hands, not the industry. But now I want to get into some lyrics. Like, I don't want to necessarily go song for song or lyric for lyric breaking down stuff, but I do want to highlight a couple lyrics that I found very, very fire, but also very interesting and telling.
When it's God given and you elevated, all these Satan niggas want you down with them. Yeah. Try to make some money, some enemies coming with that. Niggas want to troll, it's a trophy, they get a mention. I be doing interviews, don't be in the mood. I be doing press, then look at my reviews, then look at my successes, I can question who's who.
So those are a couple fire bars that I like throughout the entire album. Now I just want to kind of talk about a few different songs here and there and the messaging that is applied in each one of those songs. Let's start out with Poke It Out with J. Cole. I like that song a lot. I know a lot of people wanted J. Cole and Wale to get on the song together and just rap, and I definitely wanted that too, but I see what they were going for with this song and I like it a lot. And we cannot discredit the fact that both of them were spitting bars. Like, these guys were actually rapping. So like, give both of them credit for delivering some strong bars on a catchy hook. This song, Tiffany Nikes, might be one of the shorter songs on the album, but it's some of the best rapping on the entire album. And Wale packed in so much message.
The least you could do is go tweet with Brianna. I do not fuck with white people who silent. I do not fuck with white people who quiet. I do not fuck with white people who see it. Don't say it, I'm saying they racist compliant.
I love these pro-black lyrics and the racial messaging that he put in this song. This is kind of like putting the medicine in the candy. Like, he rapping some dope bars, meaningful bars, but it's also like a super catchy song. So like, kudos to Wale for being extra versatile and being able to execute that in a phenomenal way. Ooh, the messaging on Fluctuate is super fire, but it also speaks to his state of mind.
You know that love fluctuate and that hater fluctuate. You gon' question who you trust when that paper fluctuate.
He's starting to understand and realize that, yo, fans are gonna be up and they gonna be down. It's always the game. Just like some women in your life are gonna be up and down, the money is gonna be up and down. People change with the season, and that's just kind of how fans are. They all fickle. Some people love you today, hate you tomorrow, and then they come back. So Wale is starting to understand it here, especially with the way he delivers on Fluctuate. I just want to talk about this Dearly Beloved song because it samples Jamie Foxx from the Jamie Foxx show, and Wale said like, this is the type of toxic relationship type stuff that he loves. It's so funny because I was literally just watching that episode like 2 days before the album came out.
Dearly be loved with extreme sincerity.
Wale is great for relationship songs. Like, I really can't even think of too many rappers that do relationship songs better than Wale. Now we get on to More Love, which is kind of what I was talking about earlier about. This is a double entendre for Wale. The way he put the message in between you needing more love for yourself and him being fine at the same exact time is incredible. I just want to appreciate some of the ways that he's interwoven some deep, meaningful messages within these fire lyrics, but also catchy hooks. Like, everything that he did in this album has double meaning, but then they also could be Instagram quotes for your relationships. Also, I love the Down South record because it shows how versatile he is with the chopped and screwed. It's like Southern music, and he, even though he's from DC, he still is showing you guys throughout this entire album that he's versatile. I don't think that I could fully, completely break down the concepts and the meaning behind every single song on this album, but I want you guys to take the little bit that I put into this video, go back and listen to the album another time, and then you'll start to put it together. How he has racial components, he has relationship components, he has love, he has his flowers, he's speaking to everything and everybody in this album, and it's really interesting how he did so. And I don't think that he usually gets enough credit for this type of stuff, but I'm gonna make sure that people understand just how dope, deep, and intricate Folarin 2 album was. But this was just a brief breakdown to kind of explain to you guys that this album is worth listening to multiple times in order for you to get the themes and the essence of the album. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching this week's episode of Culture Breakdown, and until next time, I'm out.
It's a culture breakdown.